My sons, we are faced with a challenging yet noble task, one that will define the future and reputation of our family. The great Dominus Traianus Augustus, whose wisdom and mercy spread across our magnificent empire, has granted us a great honor. As the father of our family, I have been selected to manage a grand project, the restoration of our beloved city of Pompeii, which lies under the slopes of the majestic Vesuvius. I will lay the foundations and initiate the construction of the city, but it falls upon you, my sons, to complete my work. This is not merely about rebuilding stone walls and marble columns. This is about restoring the spirit of our city, a spirit that has never died, even beneath the ashes.
Hey everyone, what's going on? I am Jay Sims, and we are going to be taking a first look at a upcoming city building game called Pompeii: The Legacy. This is the demo of the game, which is currently available as part of the Steam 2025 Next Fest of June. The game is developed, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher the hell out of both of these names, Sciscia Games. It's actually an individual developer, fellow by the name of Zelkos Kaz. I've followed him on Twitter and been watching the game dev updates that he's been putting out there. So I thought I'd take a look at the game itself, and no better time to do it than the Steam Next Fest, so this is going to be our game we're going to be showcasing as part of that. I did play through a little bit of the game, just to kind of get a feel for it. There are different options available to us, at least there will be in the full game. Right now we have a campaign, which we are going to be doing. It's basically just building the city with some advice from some helpful advisors. The game also has a sandbox mode, which is not available. It's build freely with no full control, no story, no pressure. This is the creative mode, which is total freedom. As it says there, you can build whatever you want, however you want it, without worrying about running out of money or resources. So that would be interesting to do, to see how very nice you can make this city. I've seen some pictures online of some of the stuff that people have built, and it's just really, really phenomenal. It is grid-based, unlike Foundations, if you've been watching that. This is all on a grid, so we are going to be starting the Pompeii campaign. Okay, so we have a choice of 4 families. You know, obviously only one of them is available during the demo. That's the Julii family. All insulae generate 5 denarii per week. Building upkeep costs reduced by 5. Each of these families have their own special traits that they come along with, and their own focuses, I guess you could say. The Julii family is governance and finance. Betties are the agriculture and fishing, trade shipping for these guys, and the Flavi family is arts and entertainment. But we're going to be doing the Julii family because we don't have a choice. Alright, here we are about to place our city hall. A little bit of an update since I recorded the first section. I had to redo the rest of it. I did get quite a ways into the game, but my mic decided it didn't want to work, so I'm going to have to record this. They did add the sandbox mode to the Next Fest demo that is available now, but I'm going to continue with the campaign just because I want to kind of get a feel for it, and having advisors is a good thing. So what happens is you'll get a bunch of text and kind of a story that goes along with this. It'll tell you basically what to do. right now we have to build our city hall. It says build it south near the coast to avoid the dangers of Vesuvius. Seems like a good idea considering. Last time I built it, I had it facing this way. I think I'm going to flip her around. One thing I don't really like that could improve is there's no way to pan the camera any further angle than this. So I wouldn't mind like seeing a bigger picture, like a straight on view. So Vesuvius is right here. We do have a ton of ruins that are here that are wrecked by Vesuvius. We can scavenge the stone from these. It does require, I believe, 6 laborers to do that. So, let's see here. Where do we want to put our city hall? And I'm going to put her right here. Like this. We'll flip it around. I'll have it facing this way this time.
To the governor of Pompeii, in these challenging times, I entrust you with the most noble of all tasks. As my personal legate, you are sent to restore the greatness and splendor of our beloved city of Pompeii, which lies in ashes and awaits rebirth from the ruins of its former glory. The fate of Pompeii rests in your hands, and I hope that with your skill and courage, you will successfully lead this mission. By your side will be my loyal subject, Publius Attianus, a man of great fidelity and capability. His experience and knowledge will be of invaluable assistance in this grand endeavor. Trust in him, as I trust in you. To ease the beginning of this journey, I am sending you resources, which you will find essential in the initial days of rebuilding. Use them wisely. Imperator Trajanus Augustus.
Okay, so he gives us our initial stock
To
of...
attract workers to the city, we need to have empty houses. We also need shelters for the city's slaves. Plebeians, along with slaves, will arrive by land and sea. Our first mission is to order the construction of...
Okay, so we have to build a couple houses for the slaves and a couple of... See, there they are wandering around. Nothing to do. A couple of houses for the plebea. They're called insula. So this big wide open area here. Yeah, I got plans for that. So we're gonna put our first 2 houses for the slaves. We're gonna put them over here, like this. And if we zoom in, we can change the style a little bit of the houses, so they're not all exactly the same. But for now, we're gonna put one right here. And then we're going to rotate. And we'll put one, change the style here, like that, right there. So that'll be for our slaves. And then the 2 houses that we need to build for our plebeians. We'll do the same thing over here. Except these are a little bigger, so I think I'm going to put them... next to each other like this. Alright, we'll have the first 2 be the same. While they build those, we'll go through this here. This is our denarii. That's our money we have to spend. We have food, wood, lumber, stone, clay. Over here we have herbs, mushrooms, meat, grain, vegetables, and fish. This is the number of slaves. We have 10 slaves and 10 unemployed slaves. They will get their own work. I don't think you have to do anything with them. Plebeians, we have 5, and they're all unemployed. See, here's our people right here. These things are being built right now as we speak. Down along the bottom, we have the options as to what we can build. This is the domus, which is going to be used for patricians once we actually have some. I don't know how many episodes I'm going to get out of this. It is just a first look. It is just a demo. But I wanted to do enough that I and you both get a feel for the game as to, building stuff and all that. It's going to be a little bit of a change because I'm a little bit used to the gridless system of Foundation. We see our workers off going to build their own houses. And this is strictly 100% on the grid. But anyway, down here we've got storage and supply. Right now we just have a depot, and we can build various things for storage. Market, trade port, granary. It's basic city building stuff in the medieval era. We've got a forester camp, sawmill, quarry, clay pit, iron mine, brickworks, blacksmith's forge, pottery workshops, food production. We've got a gatherer's hunt, a hunter's hut, fishing, grain, bakery, vineyard, olive grove, oil manufacturer, and an orchard. Luxury production isn't here, neither is military. Health and hygiene, we have a barber, an herbalist, a public toilet, bathhouse, apothecary's house, and a healer's home. Education and religion, that's the Shrine of Fortuna, the Temple of Ceres, and a school. Entertainment, we've got this, which is massive. It's like a half stadium, or coliseum, or whatever you want to call it. Government, we have the prefecture, which is like a guard tower, architect's office, tavern tax office, plaza, and a forum. And this is where we can build roads. Dirt road, gravel road, and stone road. Like I said, basically city building basics. Aqueduct, water pump, reservoir, and a fountain. And then we have stuff that we can actually do, which is pretty cool. So we could plant some trees and bushes. We could also put in a small park, potted shrub, a small statue, which isn't very small. It's about probably 20 feet tall. We could put in a bust, which is huge too. But these are all decorations. They all come with their own little perks. Like this one, decoration affects each other if close by. Small stone statue increases happiness in the vicinity. Fragrant ornamental shrub. Modest park with decorative flowers or benches. So there is all of that. We are all done with our 2 buildings here, our 2 shelters. These 2 are just about done.
The new houses look nice. Father, but why is everything so muddy here? In Rome, the roads are made of stone.
We're not at
My
Rome,
son,
whiny
Rome
ass.
is the capital of the empire. Here in Pompeii, we're starting from scratch. But don't worry, we'll have proper roads soon enough. First, we'll build simple dirt roads, since we don't have enough stone for paved ones. Everything in its own time.
Yep. So now we have to connect all the houses and the town hall with roads. Before we do that, up here we have informational panel, the Empire. We have to build a trade port, and we can start trading with other cities. Our government panels, where we get most of the information for everything that we need here. I don't know how accurate this is to what is actually happening. City is thriving and attracting new residents. Residents love me and your leadership. has plenty of food, work, and once again, I don't think we can assign specific people to specific jobs. I think it just does that. Not sure if that's a demo thing or if that's going to be a feature that is available in the full game. Research, we have a research tree. I'm going to go ahead and start researching the quarry now, just because I'm very familiar with what happens in the next hour and a half or two of gameplay. So this is just basically the research tree out here. Pretty basic research tree, which is kind of cool. There's no society research. Well, I guess there is. Once you receive an imperial permit, we have to construct a trade port. Stock is what it sounds like. It's what we have of everything. Lumber. And it gives a little graph here, which is pretty cool. We can switch it daily statistics, monthly statistics, annual statistics, total, in, out. Government, not available in the demo. This is my family. I was originally kind of curious if Octavia here was my wife or my daughter, because I'm 55. But she is my wife. So, good job, Maximus. We do have two sons. We have Marcos and Claudius. Claudius is a whiny guy. I mean, really, really whiny. And Flavia is our daughter, although she looks nothing like anyone else in the family. She's a ginger. I don't see any other gingers. So, symbols, talents, and privileges. Privileges are... Emperor grants you the right to rebuild the city of Pompeii. I think this is what we already have. Maybe. I haven't really made it that far to where these come into play. Citizenry not available here. This will give us a list of our buildings and our army, which isn't available in the demo either. So now we need some roads. And I am going to cut the recording here and turn that ambient noise down a little bit so I don't feel like I have to scream over top of it. Conveniently it stops, so I'm not going to be able to test it out, but I will be right back after I turn down the noise. Alright, I'm back. I'm not really sure it made much of a difference, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so how do we want to do our roads? We have room for a 1 deep road here, and 2 deep here. Our research is done for the for the quarry. Right, and you can make the roads a little bit wider, which kind of has a cool look to it here. So if we do something like this, and then that, we have a wider road, which looks kind of cool. And
the next task is gathering food. Before we can rebuild the city and establish production and trade routes, we must first ensure there is enough food for our people. While accompanying the Emperor of the Pannonian Valley, you witnessed firsthand how an army can sustain itself by foraging for natural resources. That knowledge will serve us well here.
The meadow and forest are great sources of food, so we will build a gatherer's hut to collect food from the surrounding area for our city.
Alright, so it's time to build a gatherer's hut. Some of the stuff does have negative influence. Like, I don't think either of these do. But stuff like a quarry or a blacksmith shop, people don't want to live by it. Like a tannery. So let's put our gatherer's hut a little bit of ways out. We'll put it right there and then connect it with a road. Like that. Now I could go ahead and... It does actually seem like that got louder. Like the sound of the water got louder. We could actually go ahead and start researching other things to kind of move this along here. But I'm not going to get too ahead of myself here. But I'm going to research a well. We'll try and keep a constant flow of the research here. I hope this isn't too loud. The volume on that. And we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a hunting camp. We'll put you right across the street from the gatherer's hut. Right, it says they're all unemployed. I don't know why. They should be building stuff. One thing that is kind of cool when you have the ruins out here like this, you can assign slaves to come and collect the stone from it. Right now we've got 110 stone, so we got plenty, but that's going to be where we get stone from for now. Right, so the gatherer's hut and the hunting hut is in progress. Go ahead and speed this up a little bit.
Great job so far, but there is still a lot of work ahead of us. We Romans cannot live on gathered plant produce alone. Our bodies also need meat.
Yep, and there's your hunting camp.
Our supply of construction planks is nearly depleted. It's time to establish a production chain that will provide us with enough planks to continue building the city without interruption. Publius, explain to my sons how we will accomplish this.
To ensure we have enough wood, we will start by sending a few people to cut down trees in the forest. After that, we will build a sawmill that will produce planks from the wood. Finally, we will construct a forester's hut, which will generate wood on its own, so we won't have to keep sending people into the forest.
All right, so what it wants us to do is collect these 5 trees. The way you do that is you click down here, then you just drag and draw. And they'll collect these trees here. I'm going to collect all of these trees. I think that's all of them. Yep. For the most part, that's all of them. Alright. Then we have to build ourselves a sawmill. Sawmill is something that has negative influence here. Like that, see? We're gonna put the sawmill I'll have the sawmill right here. See if there's any different styles. Nope. Right, there's the sawmill. I know it didn't end a forester's camp, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab forester's camp right there. You see the trees getting greenish or bluish. So this is right here. So we will put the forester's camp right there. And then when it's built, I'll come through and add the roads that connect these guys. But this is going to be kind of our industrial area over here. We do need to add some more housing just because we'll add one there for now. And I think I want a road in between these two houses here. So we'll make a double wide road like that. We'll add one more house, one more insula. We'll even make it a different style here. Go with that one. It says low lumber shortage. We've got 74. Like that. It says we got 13 unemployed slaves. But we are collecting the trees out here manually, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. You see the people heading off into the forest to cut down the trees and build the infrastructure there. There they go. It's a good way to see a forested area go to hell. And then they're carrying it off. Looks like a dog just walked across the top of that fence. Alright, Forester's Camp is done. Sawmill is done.
We are now producing a significant amount of resources, and soon we won't have enough space to store them in the city center. It's time to build a depot, a small storage facility designed to hold both food and various materials.
Which is this right here. And I think let's actually connect these guys with roads here. What's this? Oh, it's missing lumber. We need lumber for. It's probably because we're building so much stuff all at once. But we'll connect these guys with roads. Like that. There we go. Now they have nice roads to walk on, so we have to build a... where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. A storehouse here. We'll put this right in the intersection, right here. Like that. That way we can add stuff in the middle if we really want to. So it's basic city building stuff right off the bat. I am kind of interested to see like the sandbox mode and the free build mode where you don't have any type of worry about money or anything like that. You notice when we built the new houses, our plebeians and slaves, the total number went up. Not sure why they're all unemployed.
Father, there's someone in the courtyard.
No need to be alarmed, boy. I'm Marcus Cornelius Sulla. Surely you've heard of the Sulla family. Our name is well known in Pompeii.
Marcus Cornelius Sulla. To what do we owe this visit?
The man favored by the Emperor himself to rebuild Pompeii. How fortunate you must feel. And yet, how undeserving.
The Emperor entrusted this task to my family, and I intend to see it through. What is it you want, Sulla?
I'm here to remind you that the Sulla family has deep roots in this city. Far deeper than yours. Pompeii is not yours to rebuild alone. Remember that. Enjoy your moment. But know this. The Sullas do not forget when they are wronged. Power shifts, like the winds.
Father, what did he mean by that? I'm glad he's gone.
Nothing we can't handle, my son. But we must prepare.
We should build a prefecture and hire guards to ensure order in the city. Sulla's visit raises the risk of sabotage. We need to be ready.
Yeah, we need to be ready for the Sullas, because he seems like a prick. Like a real prick. So we have to build that prefecture, which is, somewhere. Right there. Alright, so where would a good place for a prefecture be? We could put it right behind the city hall here. That doesn't really seem like a bad place for it. Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll put it there. I'm going to make a road first here. Have a road that goes from here, connects down here, and then we could build our prefecture right on the corner. Or maybe it would be better to put it kind of centered in the middle here. I don't think there's a way to actually center it with this building. No, there isn't. I think you can increase and decrease the grid size, but I'm not really sure, because I'm trying to get it so it is somewhat centered in the middle here. Just doesn't seem to be happening here. And I've tried using like shift to fine tune it, but nope. So I will be right back after I check and see if there's a way to change the size of the grid. There is no way to change the size of the grid. So That's fine, I guess. That is fine. So we'll just get it as close to the middle as we can. It's not the middle of the house, but it is the middle for the most part of this property. So that's where we're going to have our prefecture. Prefecture to prevent crime and fire. That is what we're doing. Well, that goes, we can go back in, increase the number of lumber produced by 10%. We're doing all right on lumber right now, so enhances stone harvesting from natural deposits found in the wilderness. 10% increases stone. Enhanced carts. That just means people can move stuff around faster. But I think I'm going to go with right there, there, and then there. So we'll just have a running tally in this queue here of what we're researching. There are some parts where it does tell you that you need to research something. If you already have it done, then fantastic. Another thing you can do is you can upgrade. You do this, it increases the amount of hunters employed in the camps. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade by 1 our hunting camp, our gatherer's hut. Not sure if you can upgrade the depot or not. You can. So there's that. Our sawmill up a level. And 1 level for you. Alright, we're still working on building our prefecture, which is coming along nicely. They got the wood collected for it. And it's raining again. So we'll speed this up a little bit. Watch the prefecture take shape. There we go.
Mother, I miss Mother and Sister.
See what I mean about a whininess?
The house feels so empty without them.
I know, my son. I miss them too. But they will join us once we have built a strong and safe home here. For now, remember, you are a Roman. Even as a child, you carry the strength of our people. Hardships only make us stronger.
Governor, I've prepared a report on the state of the city. You may review it together with your son. It will keep his mind occupied and teach him something valuable.
All right. There we go. We already did that. Now we can do something else.
The city is growing steadily, but will soon need far more stone to continue building. Our current supplies won't last much longer.
Without enough stone, progress will slow to a crawl. What do you suggest?
We need to identify the best locations for quarries. I recommend we research more advanced techniques and tools. It will take time, but it's essential if we want to extract stone efficiently and ensure the city's continued growth. With all the necessary preparations in place, we now have everything we need to construct a quarry. It's time to build one and secure a steady supply of stone for the city's continued growth and development.
In the meantime, go get this ruins here. Alright, so we have to build a quarry. It has to be attached to a hill or a mountain, which is this right here. Alright, so this is going to give us our quarry like this. How do we stand in terms of everything else? I don't think it's really possible to get it lined up perfectly, so we'll just maybe put it right on the edge here. Like that. That's going to be our quarry once it gets built. And what else can we do while we wait for that to be built? We could add another house here for our slaves. Actually kind of curious why it doesn't fit. A little too big. Oh, probably because this is a hunter's camp. I'm looking at completely the wrong thing. Alright, so this seems like a good-sized city block. So we'll add another house. And then what I want to do is I want to add some decorations here. So if there's one, yeah, we can add 2 of them here and still have a sidewalk running up the side. Oh, we can change the, well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's a lot of neat things you can do here. We'll just populate this wood. Then we'll add a garden here. There we go.
Father, I saw several people coughing and looking unwell as I walked through the city. Some were too weak to stand.
That's troubling to hear. It could be the beginning of an illness spreading through the city.
It's likely a contamination issue. The lack of clean water could be the cause. Diseases often spread when people rely on polluted sources. I recommend researching ways to improve access to clean water. Once we've developed the proper methods, we can construct wells throughout the city. Providing clean water will not only combat the illness, but also improve the overall health of our people.
That sounds like the right thing to do. We need to act quickly before more people fall ill.
Yeah, you heard that. We got to build a well. No big deal. Good place for a well. Trying to think of where, like, a good city center would be. We'll put the well right there. And I'm going to run a road. It's going to be a pretty big road. We'll run it right around.
To the governor of Pompeii. Your swift progress in developing the city of Pompeii has not gone unnoticed. The Empire now calls upon you for a critical task. Preparations are underway for a campaign in Dacia, and I have ordered the construction of key bridges across the Danube in Pannonia to ensure the swift advance of our legions. To achieve this, I have dispatched the workforce from the quarries near Rome to assist in the effort, leaving us in need of additional stone. I must ask you to gather 500 stone blocks from your newly established quarry and have them ready for transport to Rome. As a token of my gratitude, and to support the accelerated growth of your city, you should be rewarded with 1,000 denarii. Imperator Trajanus Augustus.
Sounds promising. But I'm kind of busy decorating my area here, so... Let's see, there's 1, 2... Yeah, I like how these look. Unfortunately, I can't put another one there, so... But what I can do... Add some flower pots. Like that, there. Nice little decorated area. Right next to our guard shack. And we already have 244 of the 500 requested blocks that are coming out of our quarry. Which looks like it's working pretty good. Yeah, we got people working on the quarry up here. I'm going to add a road directly from the quarry. It's going to cost us a lot of stone, but I do think that having the road coming back down to where we actually are might not be a bad idea. And we got some time before we have to have those stones off to the Emperor. And they got to be a little more efficient than walking through a field. If you notice here, there's paths that are being worn in the grass. The citizens are actually doing that. So it's a little bit like Foundation in that, but they don't make their own paths that everybody walks on. That's just their thing there. 244. We can speed this up a little bit. So we're coming up 263. While that works, we can take a look at the research. Got enhanced carts. When a forestry and a sawmill are built next to each other, lumber production increased by 10%. That's kind of why I put them so close. I don't think I put them right next to each other, but we'll research that. And then the architect. And for now, that's the research that I'm going to do. 263 still. Takes a little bit to do some of this stuff, but that's okay. Yeah, I didn't put the forester and the sawmill next to each other. Now in the full game, you can move buildings, but you can't do it here. I don't think you can demolish. Maybe you can. I'm not going to click on it and find out, because I don't want to destroy my my camp here. I guess I could do this on this road. Try it. Nope, nothing happened. All right. So we got a ton of lumber. Our stone is coming along nicely. We've got good wood production. It's kind of an in and out flow of mushrooms and meat. If you zoom way in, occasionally you can see like a boar or something running around. I guess that's what they're hunting. Guess the Romans like their bacon. There he goes, right there. Oh, want to see what he is. Kind of curious. That's as far in as I can zoom. I guess that's a pig. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, this is going kind of slow here. Did we not research here? Or we already done with it? Yeah, we're already done with it here. So we can go on to ruin salvaging. Not sure what exactly that does. Boost food production efficiency. And then well expansion. Dig deeper wells, allowing larger area to be supplied with fresh water and improving access for more citizens. I'm going to do this food production. And this could go right into this. So we could build gravel roads. But we'll get the food production out of the way first.
This is a disaster. A boulder came loose from the hill and buried several slaves.
Oh no.
We're struggling to dig them out in time. This could have been avoided with better oversight. I strongly recommend building an architect's office immediately. It will ensure the safety and stability of our construction sites.
While the architect's office is important, the people are frightened, and whispers are spreading through the city. They believe the gods are angry with us for disturbing the earth. To restore order and calm their fears, we should build a shrine first.
Master, I understand the people's fears, but without proper architectural oversight, this could happen again. The safety of our workers must come first.
Both of you make good points. However, the people's faith is fragile, and fear is a dangerous thing in a city. For now, I'll build a shrine. Let's give them a sign that the gods are with us. The Shrine of Fortuna could calm their uncertainty, but rest assured, the architect's office will not be forgotten.
All right. Shrine of Fortuna, I was kind of hoping I would have a little more say in which one was built first, but that is not the case. So we are going to build ourselves a Shrine of Fortuna. And we'll do that in the next episode. We'll start building... Yeah, we can start building out this way a little bit. This will be our public area for all our, like the forum and stuff like that, because we're going to be building that too. Architect's office could go back here with the administrative side of things, and then we'll be looking to add more housing very quickly. So anyway, there is a link to the game's Steam page in the description below. You guys want to help out, get the YouTube algorithm to pick up on the video, hit the like button. Excuse me, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. That'll help out as well. If you're new here and came because of Pompeii, welcome. I don't always hack and sneeze into the microphone, but when I do, it's right at the end of the video. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe. I wouldn't mind having you. I've got a very, very slowly growing second channel here. And the more the merrier is a good slogan to live by. So come along for the ride here. We'll pick this up again in part number 2 of our first look at Pompeii the Legacy. Guys, I'm Jay Sims. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.